And this is probably about as large a saw as you would want to ever cut a tree down with, frankly. They make bigger ones, but let's be honest, we don't want to use an 84 or a 90 or anything else like that. On the Timbersports series, we start with a live motor and we make 2 cuts within 4 inches of wood. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to demonstrate that for you rather quickly, all right? Because this is by far the easiest. It is the most difficult of the 6 events because it requires everyone is on the same playing field. But it is also the most, the easiest physically on me. These other things, not so easy, all right? Everything in this sport is a cadence. I'm just going to do this. All right. 2 cuts within 4 inches of wood, as straight as you can make them. All right, that is the Stihl stock saw. The next thing I want to do for you guys is called the standing block chop. The standing block is a simulation of the falling of a tree in the woods. And this is, at one point, my favorite event. However, I've gotten a little older, and when you get a little older, things get a little stiffer. And so, on the Timbersports series, we wear chainmail leggings. So it's for safety, just like I had on ears, eyes, and legs for the stock saw, which I'll do in the hot saw too. We wear chainmail over top of our feet and chainmail over top of our shins. And the axes that we use in competition are not your traditional hardware store axes. They're actually made for racing. All right, they're a high carbon tool steel that is malleable enough for us to be able to manipulate it to make it sharp, but also strong enough to where it can maintain razor sharp edge going in and out of the wood. Okay, there are about 6 makers of these axes here in the world. This particular axe came from New Zealand, and this is the same size wood that we cut on the Timbersports series, which is 12-inch white pine. And I have no idea what's going to happen because I've had this wrapped up for about probably 10 months. And so, can someone give me a cadence, because I'm actually going to try on this. And in the Timbersports series, the cadence is, timer's ready, contested, no. Action, stand your timber. 3, 2, 1, go. You did for me? Sure. Okay. Okay.
Action, stand your timber. 3, 2, 1, go.
That was dry. That was not easy. And yeah, in this sport, you try to cut these logs under 20 seconds. That one took me probably 24, maybe 25. And I'll take that, all things considered, okay? So, yeah, let's move on to the next thing. And that next thing is the one-man crosscut. So this has been my favorite event for many years. This saw is basically a piece of bandsaw steel that has been pounded flat, and the laser has cut out the gullets. And the teeth on the saw is the exact same teeth pattern or tooth pattern that you would have seen on a traditional saw that would have been used by the loggers 50, 100 years ago. okay? And the difference between this saw and that saw is that it's a thicker type of metal, and this has been tempered. So the metal is actually hardened where it can hold the edge longer. And so, here we go. And as I mentioned, this is gonna push me today. Just for safety purposes. All right. All right, I'm ready. Ready?
Same
Yep.
gates?
Same gates.
3, 2, 1, go.
So, I'm doing the progression of the events that we would do in the series. I am doing them in about sped up 10 times. All right? And obviously, I'm one of the few guys that will actually talk on the microphones when or after I've done these things. And so the next event I'm going to do is called the underhand chop. This is the one we stand on top of, and we cut between our feet. And it is so I'm going to change axes because that one was heavy. This one is not. And what will happen here is I'm going to cut halfway through and then switch sides and cut the other half. All right. This is a 40 inches in circumference, which is about, well, not quite 13 inches, but close. All right, that one was 37 inches in circumference. Not quite a full foot, but close. All right, you ready?
You are.
All right, hold on. Okay. Ready?
That's ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Working in. You got it, bud. You got it.
Oh, careful. See, I told you. That's the my ass.
Come on, you.
There it is.
Hey, Arden, why do you catch your breath? Can I tell a quick story?
Absolutely.
You remember Billy Joe Kerr?
Absolutely.
So Billy Joe Kerr and I were at a event over at Terre Haute, Indiana. And Billy Joe one time was the national champion on the standing block.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, this guy was really good at it. And we're sitting there together, maybe a couple pops. I said, Billy Joe, I can't help but notice. You're up there on that thing doing that with tennis shoes. What did you miss? And he goes, Rick, what happens if I wear a steel toe boot? When the axe goes through the toe or through the steel, it's gonna go up and it's gonna shred my toe rather than cut it off. Besides, I never miss.
All right. Thank you for that. I needed that. I absolutely needed that. Because the thing I'm sure that all of you want to see is the hot saw. Am I right? Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me go get that. All right. So.
Earplugs, if anyone wants earplugs.
Yeah.
Well,
You're gonna want those.
All right. So this motor is a 325 Rotex. It is half of a block of a 650 rotates engine. And as I mentioned this morning, there are only two parts of it that were mass produced. The first of which is this roller nose, which is 2 3/4 inches, which Stihl manufactured in the 1950s. All right. Second part of which is this 088 handle. You can buy those. I think they run them down in South America, but you can buy them off Amazon. All right. Otherwise, everything here has been custom made, except for the spark plug, obviously. And so the builder that made this saw, his name is Justin. He's from Mozambique, Wisconsin. And there are a lot of things that I can say about these motors. The one thing I can say unequivocally is if you have sensitive ears, please make sure you put these earphones in, okay? All right, because they are loud. All right. In hot saw racing, we get 6 inches of wood within which to make 3 cuts. We also must start the motor dead. In other words, it has to be turned off. So we get a minute allotted to warm up the motor. We then shut it off. Then we rewrap the full cord, and then we make 3 cuts. All right? So you guys want to see this?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to warm this up, and then we're going to get real. It's going to be really noisy right here. You guys ready? Aha! That didn't happen. All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
You ready? I can do this.
Sawyer's ready. 3, 2, 1, go.